Hey, what's going on, everybody? Once again, just checking in. Just trying to give it a little bit of, you know, uh, insightfulness, I guess you would say, into my life and how I got to be the way that I am. I mean, basically, whenever, day one rapping, I was doubted. Day two, I'm doubted. Day three, I'm doubted. Every day I wake up, I mean, still, 6 years later, I'm doubted. I mean, people thought it was a joke. People thought it was a game. People thought it was this and that. So did I at first. Then all of a sudden, I started seeing a little bit of success, but I couldn't ever let anybody get to me because that's the only way that I knew how to continue to be successful was basically just to let everybody know that no matter what they had to say, it didn't matter. Like, no matter what, like whoever you are, whatever, you're expendable. I mean, everybody was replaceable. Everybody. It didn't really matter, period. Just didn't. I mean, male, female, whatever, it didn't matter. I mean, especially in a relationship, I was like, telling everybody, do you know who I am? I'm this or I'm that. Have you seen me lately? Have you seen who I've been with? Have you seen, all that stuff? And, I mean, it's just one of those things where what started out as pretty much a defense mechanism, for my success, like, really, really, really took over. Like, as far as my life, I mean, it took over, like I said, every single aspect that, you could possibly name in my life was taken over by that mentality. You don't matter. I mean, you don't like what I do, you don't matter. You don't like that I do this, you don't like that, well, guess what? You don't matter. I mean, you want to be my girlfriend? Cool. Hey, I can't go out and do this? Sorry, you don't matter. I mean, like I said, it was very, very, very self-destructive. I personally thought that, I was being, the stronger person and then not letting anything ever get to me regardless, no matter what it was. And then I realized that that's actually not the case. I mean, I had the exact opposite. I mean, leaving yourself open, leaving yourself vulnerable can actually be one of the hardest things in the world to do. I mean, I just, lost my girlfriend, basically because I was being an idiot. I mean, because I was afraid to trust her. I mean, I was afraid to put myself in a position to be hurt. I mean, so whenever, she needed this or she needed that, I just blew her off. I mean, I was like, look, I'm sorry, but, I can't. I mean, I was supposed to be untouchable. I told everybody that, like, I'm untouchable. Nobody matters. Like, you don't want to hang out with me? Fine, I'll go find 10 other people that will. I mean, that's just how it was. So that whole entire mentality really, drove me in my music, but wound up being so self-destructive that, man, I'm sitting back now thinking about, all of a sudden, if you live in Cape, you know who I am. Everybody knows who I am. The only problem is probably about 8% of everybody knows it in a positive manner. I mean, I actually do care about people. I actually do treat people well. I mean, the thing is, most people don't even know because I haven't even been able to, show that side of me ever because I always thought that was weak. I didn't want anybody to know that anyone could ever touch me. I mean, because I was so clouded by, this whole, Poten-C persona that, it literally took over. I mean, now I'm sitting back at, 28 years old, 6 years later, thinking, man, maybe I missed the boat. I mean, my music, yeah, it turned out well. A lot of people listen. A lot of people like it. I've done shows. I've made money. But, I mean, in the long run, what has it done for John? I mean, I'm standing here, back at square one, basically. I mean, I don't even really know how else to explain it besides that. I mean, being honest is the only way that I know how to be. Except with myself. Because, I mean, I wasn't able to be honest and let myself realize and, understand and digest the fact that people do matter. So, I mean, that's been a real internal struggle for me, just knowing that, hey, maybe it is okay. Maybe it is alright. Maybe it is okay if I'm a nice guy. Hey, I don't like you, but it doesn't mean that we gotta fight each other. I mean, hey, I don't like you, but that doesn't mean that I gotta go out of my way to let you know, or to let everybody else know, or to put you on blast, or to do, I mean, that was just kind of my mentality, because I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about anybody or anyone. Well, I mean, like I said, I've had a lot of changes going on. I've been rethinking, everything, And I've come to the conclusion that, yeah, you know what, I'm right in one aspect, but I'm wrong in like 10 others. Like, I'm right in the aspect that as far as musically, you're right. I shouldn't let anybody get to me. I should do what I feel is necessary. That's the reason why, like I said, there's going to be a big change. As far as everything else, though, personally, man, I missed the boat. I'm going to be 100% completely honest with you. I missed the boat. Jonathan Cunningham, a.k.a. Poten-C, standing here saying that, you know what, I 100% missed the boat. And to everybody that I hurt, and everybody, you know, that thinks that I've just been like this big knucklehead or whatever, you know, I apologize for that. I mean, that's just one of the things that, you know, I've personally, you know, been dealing with is, you know, how did I let it get this way? And bottom line is because I let that personality take over my life. Like, I mean, I really did. It affected every outcome. So I started rapping about it. And, you know, I'm going to be 100% completely honest in everything I do. So, you know, I started doing it. I mean, it was like, and then just became more and more and more and more. And it's like, all of a sudden people were eating that up. And I was like, oh, man, this is what I have to do, you know? Like this is what I have to do to be me. This is me. This is me. Realistically, that isn't me. I mean, I look back now and I just think to myself, how in the world did I get that lost? How did I get that far off track? I mean, I was this religious kid, you know, that was, you know, bringing milk around to, you know, people while they were getting hammered whenever I was like 18, you know, as a joke. I would just go and get like a gallon of chocolate milk and be like, oh yeah, I'm drinking, you know what I mean? I mean, seriously, like that was me. I was that kid. And then all of a sudden, I'm out way, way farther than right field than anybody else, you know, as far as like with the girls, the partying and stuff like that. I mean, it's just one of those things. So I've really been struggling, you know, to get better. And it's like, I just feel like that I might be honestly leaving this life behind. And for some reason, I'm scared as if it's even gotten me anywhere. It's got me anywhere. I mean, realistically, where has it got me? What is it that if I turn around and start doing what I feel that I'm supposed to do, you know, and start praying and letting God guide me from now on, what am I really missing out on? Yet, I've always been afraid to let go. And I think it's because I'm afraid to fail, but you know, it's just one of those things where failure is not an option. So, I mean, I guess I got to keep telling myself that. But yeah, so there really are some real changes coming on. And I just wanted everybody to know, again, hey, everything's pretty much my bad. Without question, 100%. So, I'm going to do my best to be better in the music case. I'm going to do my best to be better in general. So if you see me out, you know, feel free to hit me up. Feel free to say hi, whatever. And we could just start all over for real. Now, however, the music situation, that's not going to start all over. I got to keep pushing with that. I'm just about to change my message, you know. Well, thanks for listening. The Meta Project, www.potencmusic.com. You can find me on YouTube. I'll have the videos up on my website, though. Hey, man, I'm out. Appreciate it for listening. God bless you. I'm out.